So I'm definitely a huge supporter and advocate for online education, online learning for K through 12. I definitely think that it's going to be important in the classroom in the future and down the road as far as education and what that's becoming. When I think back to just even my own experience K through 12 and the lack of online learning, minimal online learning that there was, I really wish that I had more, especially now that I'm in online classes for school. I definitely could have benefited from that and learned. I also think just on the workplace, when it comes to training, education from a job, a lot of companies are going towards that, so why not prep our students for that when that's when the rest of the world is already moving to, from a college standpoint, also to on-the-job standpoint. So I definitely am a huge supporter of online training, K through 12. I understand that there do have to be certain boundaries for that as far as learning styles for students, what quizzes look like, tests, assignments, everything like that. Teamwork as far as in the classroom. I understand that it looks different when it turns into online learning as far as in the classroom, homework, out of the classroom, assignments. But it can also definitely benefit a lot of students as well. When it comes to thinking whether every state should require that, I know that is kind of tough of whether it's made a requirement or not. But yeah, I do think it should be a requirement. I think it's important for every student to have the opportunity to learn what online learning looks like, and then also have the chance to learn that way and have that accessible to them. So I do think that it should be a requirement for at least one online class or one a way for a student to have access to that and see what that's like. And I think it's a really good way for students to learn and to access information in a great learning style for many students. To jump from that into the LMS that I used, I looked at all three of them, and the one that I ended up choosing was Google Classroom, which in the future, if I'm ever in the situation that I need to use one, I would definitely go straight back to that, especially after using it to create a class. I thought that it was very easy to use. The main reason it was easy to use is because everything that you would need to link to your classroom, as far as an assignment, announcement, anything was right there where Google had it, where it was easy to access it. In mine, I posted two different documentaries along with two different discussion boards that went with that. It was super easy to find the documentaries and then to also put the discussion board questions right there along with it. Then as far as student access and questions, announcements, assignments, due dates, it was super easy to use. It's nice that if you want to go ahead and work ahead a little bit as far as the teacher, you could put different assignments on there, different announcements, and then post when you want them to actually come available to the students. So that was a nice feature. But Google Classrooms was definitely, in my opinion, a favorite. That's why I chose to go with it, and it's definitely one that I would use in a real-world situation down the road. So I'm definitely glad that I learned how to use that, and it's, any future educator, it would be to their advantage to learn how to use that and be able to use that. Even just, and if a classroom doesn't have online learning, but the school doesn't have online learning, but you want to incorporate that so that your students get that, you can use Google Classrooms and do that, and create simply an assignment on there and say, hey, here's the access code, here's the link, pull this video and quiz up, take it, and now you know how to use it online in the LMS. So it was really easy to use. I'm really glad I learned how to do that.